Exactly.
And you're actually reminding me of that quote of Marianne Williamson, which I like to say all the time, that our deepest fear is not that we're inadequate.
Yes.
Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. And it's our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. And we playing small does not serve the world. There's nothing enlightenment about shrinking so that others may feel good about themselves. We're all meant to shine as children do. It's not just in some of us, it's in every single one of us. And as we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give others permission to do the same. And as we are liberated from our own fears, our presence automatically liberates others. Thank you, Antonio.
That's very true. So why do we get to a point where we lose our passion and confuse our purpose?
I think, as I said earlier, you know, the greatest problem is a fear of failure. And in many instances, once you embark upon this process of developing your skills and to live out your purpose, once you understand it, obviously, by default, you will encounter hardships, you will encounter difficulties. You know,
You have to.
Yeah. I don't know if our listeners are aware of the fact that the first black female medical doctor in the history of Namibia, in history of independent Namibia, happened to be a lady that was born on the 10th of December in 1940 in a rural village in the Konene region called Fransfontein. Many of us have not even perhaps heard of Fransfontein.
Exactly.
She was born in poverty and obscurity, you know, but she had a dream and a vision that one day she wants to become a medical doctor. And as I was reading her book, she talks of a time in her life when, while she was at school, she worked at a shop, a boutique owned by white people. I think it was in Swakopmund, speaking under correction of the town. But as she was working there, she was sharing with the owners, it was a white-owned shop, that I want to become a medical doctor. And then the owner, a white lady, she was so shocked. She said, no, you know, you cannot be, you know, people of your kind, you know, they do not have, they do not have that intelligence and intellect to be able to become a medical doctor. And at first she felt, you know, invalidated. Invalidated. She felt ashamed of herself. But then she used that to motivate herself to work even harder. And this lady is Libertine Inaviposa Amadila. She's today, you know, awarded the Ungulumbashe Medal for Bravery and Long Service by the ruling party. In 2002, she was awarded on Heroes Day the Order of the Eagle conferred by the founding president. You know. And as she was leaving for exile in 1962, she got a scholarship under the Swabo Nationhood program, and she studied at the Warsaw Medical Academy. And she said in a book that as she was flying, that the former Speaker of the National Assembly even invalidated her and said, you know, you'll just fall pregnant. Why are you, you know, traveling so far to become? Just stay here and do work here, you know. But she was motivated, you know, in spite of the vicious words and the thoughts that people had, the negativity that people had. She persevered. And I think the greatest problem that we have is we allow those negative words and perceptions of others to become part of our thinking. And then we accept, you know, I might not have that skill, I might not have that gift, you know, you feel inferior. And I think that is a dangerous mindset to have. And one should always remain confident and believe in oneself that if you put your mind to it, there's nothing that you cannot achieve.
Exactly.
And if you work hard, you know, if you dedicate yourself to a given trade, skill, you know, there's nothing unlimited. There's no limitation as to what you can achieve. And I believe the reason why in many instances people lose that motivation, they lose their passion, is once they confront these obstacles, you know, they become negative and they lose confidence in themselves, within themselves and in their